Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 3 of Constructing Brenin. Now today you may be, well right now you might be a bit confused as to where I am. And if you look to the side of the screen you may recognise, if you did really soak in all the information from the past two videos in the world tours, but we are in fact in the downtown. So we've got a little kind of panto from GTA there, some other car and a big lorry with some logs on the back. But today, as you've probably seen by the title of today's video, we're going to be building the museum, and this is the design for the museum, the rough design. I've laid out the floor plan here, and it's literally just as you come off the bridge, so I wanted a kind of grand, older style building you'd see straight away, and I think this will be pretty cool. So I'll just explain what's going on. This is going to be the left wing, right wing of it here, and all these blue things are like posts, so here will be a kind of grand entrance, similar to the one over here at the courthouse which is being built. It takes so long to fly everywhere. Kind of similar to this, these pillars, okay, but obviously not like that. Yeah, so in today's video we're going to be coming up with that. I could just be lazy and copy that there over to this side, but I don't think that's very interesting content, so we're just going to be basically coming up with the design for these walls here. Yeah, so first of all let's get a swiftness on, 8 minute swiftness, and let's get the blocks I think we will need. So we'll need, are we using sand? Yeah, sand, these here, and we need this. So we'll sort out the base first, shall we? I think that's probably quite important. And I wish we had more space in the hotbar on the bottom, because it is a real pain in the bottom. Trying to fit all these blocks in, especially when I'm doing like the roads and street lamps, trying to jump between them. I have to go through, do all of the street lamps at once, and then all of the what's it called, traffic lights and roads and stuff. And sometimes you don't want to do it all at once. Sometimes you want to stagger it and do separately, and it's just a pain having to pick out all the blocks, which is a hassle. So yeah, hit up 4J Studios and ask them to put more spaces in the hotbar. I think double what we've got now would be absolutely perfect. So what have we got going on here? So along the base we've just got these little arch thingies, but I do think that we're going to be continuing these pillars all the way up. So I'm just gonna, I'll work out these bottom bits first, since that's what we know we're doing, and then we'll see what else we need to change. I'd like to incorporate some black wool, because it's kind of a forgotten block, and since it has the same texture as stone brick, I think it's pretty cool. So I try and incorporate at the bottom of buildings like this here, and other buildings sort of similar to this around the map. I've done it, but not on this one. Oh, we've got it here though. But I quite like it. Some people hate black wool in the city texture pack, and it's kind of like the bane of their existence, but not for me. So we've just got these here, and we've just got this going across. Simples. Okay. And this is kind of quite plain here, and if I'm known for anything it would be for over detailing things. So maybe if we do this, should have continued this all the way along, or does that look ridiculous? Or just like that? Yeah, that looks perfect. Shall we add this to the front? Oh, I already did it there. Oh, I didn't even realise. Okay, so oh, I've planned out this room a bit incorrectly. Oh well, I'll change it later. Anyway, what do you think of this room? I think this is pretty cool. Now, there's nothing going on in here for a museum kind of thing, so I think this will be one of the historic rooms, and it'll be like, oh, in this room in 1910, you know, so and so signed something. That I've got a kind of interesting double two-sided door, because in older houses you kind of have that, if you get what I mean. Anyway, let's build up this sand here. Now, sand is an absolute pain to build with, so you have to know what you're doing and where you're placing it. Otherwise, you'll mess up quite a lot, and it's not an easy fix as well. Right, so there's going to be a window here. Oh, not here. Here. So we'll leave a gap there, and then I've done a I've got string up here holding it up, so when we get there I'll have to put that up. So it's always good to grab all your blocks. And I could add some bushes here on these little bits once this is all built up, because it's, Jesus, because it's a bit, I think it'll look a bit bland as being like a beige coloured thingy by itself. So here, there we go. And since this is a too wide window, I prefer having odd numbers of stuff in all circumstances. I can't put the post in the middle, so it might look a bit bland. So maybe we can higher the window, make it 4, so it's kind of like a chocolate bar kind of shape, or a Samsung Galaxy S8 kind of shape, which is my phone at the moment. Though, guys, I'm very pumped. I have just pre-ordered, well, when I say I, me and my mother both have pre-ordered the Galaxy Note 10, which I'm very excited to receive. So that's coming out on the 23rd of August, I think. Well, that's when it's coming out in the UK. It might be coming out at different dates in different countries, or even be out already. But I'm getting it on the 25th since we're busy on the 23rd. So that will be very exciting. You know, I like that. I do wish it was symmetrical, but it is not. Though, what we could do, and this I think could look quite good, we're going to have to change quite a few elements on the whole design, but I shall not bore you with that today. Do this right here. Let's get rid of this. Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, I've got daylight cycle on. If you add it, what am I doing here? Yeah, if you ask any of my friends on PlayStation, why are they on? I always like to have daylight and weather cycle on for some odd reason. I just like it kind of as an extra bit of entertainment in the background when I'm building. But I also do usually watch YouTube or something in the background when I'm building. And now this is going to bug me behind here. Fill that in. Okay, brilliant. So, how's that looking? Now I'm gonna have to destroy these, so I'm gonna put another block, or we could do something like this. Or is that too much sandstone? Maybe we could use one of these blocks. Yeah, what is this one? Smooth sandstone stairs. Okay, let's see it. So we'll put 2 next to each other, so we can decide. I don't want to be too monotonous. Okay. Maybe mashed up. No. Simple. Less is more, as they say. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure the smooth sandstone. Let's just add it all the way along, and then we can see what we think. Let's add this back in. See, this is pain of working with sand. It is not fun. Great for making glass, but not for building in Minecraft. You know, I don't hate that. I do not hate that. So we can... No, I need to stop over detailing. Okay, so this design, I don't want it to take too long to build. Okay, so we have that. Okay, and then decide what to put here. I definitely think of adding a bush. Would a big bush in the middle look absurd? Or shall I do what I usually do? But this is usually around a window when I usually do this side ones. Shot on it. Yeah, let's keep it in the middle. Oh no, this is a special building. Let's keep some of the design features unique. I think I've added bushes on. Oh no, I haven't. I would have thought I would have added them on that building. Alright. Everything's kind of a mess. So we've got that. Perfect. And on this one I've done a little... Is it just one? Okay. And I'll tell you what I really hate is these... When I have these big 2x2 pillars. So I really don't like how they look of them, but I've incorporated them into design. But I just hate how big they are. Because it makes it really hard to get them to look right. So it is definitely a big pain. Right, let's sort out the interior here now. Now, I don't know why I've chosen to do this. Do the inside before the whole outside's done. But, you know, let's try it out. But I just need to make sure all it all looks good, and I'm going to have to change all this as well. Along here. Earlier, this borders around the floor was going all along here earlier, but then I noticed when I spawned into the world a little while ago that the building was on fire. So it was too close, because I usually like to leave fire spreads on when I put fireplaces in to make sure that everything is fireproof and that the building isn't going to burn down if I'm burning down a rainforest or something, which I often have to do on this world, since if you look on the east of the map, there is a big rainforest, and gets in the way a lot, so I have to burn it down quite a lot sometimes. And speaking of the map, you may notice that I haven't got the huge map, or as I have named it, the Brenin thick master map, or something like that, thick with 2 C's. I'm sorry, I'm such a disappointment. Yeah, so I don't have that today. I thought I'd go back and use the other one just to, just see how I feel about it. And it's nice. It's nice to see the map like this, because it makes me feel like I've done a lot more than I actually have, and that is probably a big reason why I like it so much. And I don't like that wall is so big and plain. Maybe should this be a window too? Would this solve? I'm not about if that was. No, that wouldn't work if that was a window. Oh, maybe we should go back to the 3 on the end. No, this will work. Okay, I don't mind it being unsymmetrical, because that doesn't actually look too bad. Add this. Well, we've got to make sure the building on the inside looks good, so that is why I suppose that's a good reason why I'm jumping in between. So, is this wall 5? It is. Perfect. So we can add another bush and another bush. And thanks to the greatness of birch leaves, we can use them, even though everyone knows acacia leaves are the best. We can use them and get the horrible piss green colour. There should be a cabinet on this wall. Okay, let's build a little cabinet. What should it be built out of? Shall we try acacia? Let's try acacia. Acacia stairs, acacia slabs, and stone buttons. Stone, grey, and this acacia wood goes really well. So let's build this up, just so we know the size of it. It's not going to look like this, obviously. Oh, we need acacia fence. And then behind here, we can add the drawers, kind of. Now I could do stairs. Oh, damn it. I could do stairs, or I could do carpet. Let's just see. Let me just get this design on the outside sorted out first. That looks better like that. So let's try this. You know what? That's okay. And no, stairs look a lot better because it goes back way too far. Even though nothing is proportional in Minecraft, a Minecraft block is 1 meter cubed, so going back 1 meter in the wall isn't probably the best thing. You know what? That looks alright. I don't hate that. It's kind of like a drinks cabinet back in the day. So this must have been when this building was built and used for whatever it was used for. It must have been an office for a very important person in the city before it was turned into a museum. Alright. Is it too many buttons? Yeah, far too many. So we'll just have the buttons on the bottom, and then on the top here we'll add a little carpet, and maybe we can add this striped just to keep like the theme of the city. No, that kind of looks a bit Italian. The white, of course. Light grey. C'est bon? Ouais. Okay. Very good. That looks nice. I'm happy with this, apart from whatever's gone on hither. So, what do we put? What are we doing here? How are we making this look good? So, along the top, so there's going to be these. Let's run these along here first. And we've run out of swiftness. Okay, we'll run these along here. And we'll add in the stair design. So we've got these first with boutons, not the country, the item. Where will this go? This is kind of difficult. Does this, yeah, and then we'll add these. Sorry if I'm not providing the best commentary at the moment, I'm just slowly having a mental breakdown trying to sort out this building. Perfect. Okay, and then how does this start? On the edge it just goes up, so it's upside down. Okay, brilliant. So this is kind of like a wiggly, god damn, that's inconvenient. We've got this, and that isn't even supposed to be like that anyway. We didn't change it. God, how lazy of us. Disgraceful, why didn't you tell me? Okay, and it'll work out to be the same on the other side with the lighting, so do not fret about that. And it's so 16 minutes into the video, so I think we're going to go over, so once I've finished this side here, we shall go over and do what the second part, well, the second bit of the video isn't going to be equal, since the videos are only usually about 22 minutes long. And they seem to naturally occur to be that kind of length anyway, so maybe that's a sign. Because the last video, the world tour, I was doing it and I wasn't looking at the timer or anything, and then when I finished, once I finished drawing the world, it worked out to be, I think, just a few seconds longer than the video before that, which was timed. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to do this. It just seems terribly boring. But doesn't look terrible. Right, and we'll add these, which is kind of like I don't think guttering is the right word, because it's not guttering looks like, but that is kind of what it is. And how does that look? Let me know. I think that looks pretty nice. So let's add these. Or maybe we should try and incorporate these lights so the building is all lit up at night. Yeah. Oh, we could have a skit or something in here, or we could build some figurines of Night of the Museum stuff. That could be pretty cool. Does that look ridiculous? Not totally ridiculous. And we don't need to add lights on this end one. No, you know what? If they're going to be lights anyway, they should hang off the side. Or one higher. No particular reason why, but it looks better, which is most of the reasons I do things in this world, so I want everything to look good, of course. Alrighty. Now, one last fiddle, I promise. I just want to see if this will make it look nicer. I don't want it to look like weird shaped. Yeah, without it, definitely. Okay, so let's clear out the inventory. So it's nice and clear, of course, that's what clearing it does. And let's fly over the Winston Bridge, get hit in the head by a lamppost, followed by the never-ending roadworks that we saw last time, and next to the train, where the future train station will be, and over to where these fancy houses are. Now, this petrol station, which I was going to put in, which was going to be episode 3, but then when I was recording it I was rudely disturbed, and I have not reviewed the evidence. I don't want to make myself upset, since I put a lot of effort into that 22-minute video and I now can't use it, unless I edit it out, which I probably could have, but we're doing this now. Okay, and it's not as if I can change the episode, since I already said at the start, so bully for me. So we've got that. And the reason I said bully for me then is I've been watching an awful lot of Parks and Rec recently. I just finished it, in fact, and I'm heartbroken. So I'm thinking, let's finish this pavement down the side. Yeah, so we'll need the swiftness 2. Let's actually drink it first so we get the effect. And I was thinking of adding, so this is going to be all fancy houses along this road here, and behind it. Behind these houses, so I think we should add some nice trees along here, and I think we should alternate them, so we can have the trees kind of which are along the boardwalk in the downtown, and then some trees, more square kind of trees. So both trees obviously been shaped by all the gardeners. the communal gardener for the road that all these residents paying for, and then all the gardens in their houses will have their own private gardeners, of course, darling. Okay, along here, I'm doing a terrible job. I need to actually use the swiftness. God, I don't even think I'm panicking right now. All these misplaced blocks. Now, if you notice that stone thing behind this, it is 3 wide. So there's a spot right in the middle, just waiting for us, where we can place a tree. Which is going to be brilliant and very, very nice looking, I hope. And since we're in the jungle biome here, technically, we have lovely leaves, so we can use any of the leaves. So I think I'm going to use acacia and maybe spruce. We shall see. Because I want each tree to have a slightly different colour. Since there'd be different trees, one would probably be a fir, and the other, I don't know many tree names. Or I could just look at the tree names in Minecraft. But you know what, I'm not being intelligent enough today to think like that. So let's line up. It's always useful. Tip in the city is to line up anything you're doing to side road, on the side of the road. Pardon me, like street lamps or whatever, with the road markings, because it makes life a lot easier. So this will be gone, and I'll continue the trees up there. So next episode, or whenever, that will be gone. So let's just work out this tree. So we use oak or spruce. I think spruce. So we have acacia leaves and we have spruce leaves. So this first we'll do the acacia tree. Yeah, very good. Okay, I like that. Okay guys, well, let me know whether you like the trees also and like what I'm doing with the museum in the comments below, and I shall see you next time, episode 4. Au revoir.